think Romeo and Juliet is one of Shakespeare's most endeared plays. Is that at its root it is the primal love story. Everybody can relate to at least one thing in it. If you can't relate to Romeo, you can relate to Juliet. If you can't relate to Juliet, you can relate to Mercutio. You can relate to anybody in this show, and it gives it such a human element that I think a lot of other shows do lack.
I think that the story of Romeo and Juliet is very much universal, and it's been told over and over again through the centuries, and I just think it's a beautiful story.
One of the many reasons I personally love Romeo and Juliet is because of all of the humor that is just inherent throughout the whole show, and it's interesting because when we learn it as younger children, we don't necessarily pick up on the humor because of the different language, but you know, it's there, and when it's played up properly, it can be so funny.
When you look at like Shakespeare's kind of evolution as a playwright, he starts out with plays like Taming of the Shrew, and then he goes on to do these like amazing things where he's really writing from the woman's perspective. And I feel like Juliet is the first like turning point in that kind of arc, and because Juliet is just as much in love with Romeo as Romeo is with Juliet. So I think that that's really beautiful. And